anytime soon. This will be the warmest we have seen temperatures so far this season. Tomorrow, 95 degrees, 96 by Monday, and we will keep mid-90s through early next week. Really not a great chance for rain either, but when you fast to 94 degrees and then by 8 o'clock, upper 80s, still feeling very warm and muggy, but you don't have to worry about the storms like we saw yesterday. We are dry right now on live early warning Doppler 9, and as we go through the day, Futurecast tries to bring some downpours through the high country later this evening. This just came in with this recent update. Now, I'm not sure if I expect to see as many widespread downpours in the high country, but we'll still be watching that as we go throughout the afternoon. In the Charlotte area, just going to be that heat. That's our main concern for to allow that heat to really crank up. We could see a record high today of 98 degrees. That would tie the current record of 98 degrees. Tomorrow, even warmer, triple-digit heat, and that could break the record that was set back in 1988 of 98 degrees. Now, track the showers and storms as they start to fire up, and you can also get severe weather alerts. It's a warm start to the day, and we continue with that stretch of 90 degrees plus days as we go throughout the day today. 78 right now in the Queen City, most neighborhoods in the mid to low 70s. Heading towards lunchtime, close to 93 degrees, and highs for today will be closer to 96 degrees. However, when you factor in that humidity, it will feel closer to 100 degrees. With that heat and humidity, that will lead to a few isolated downpours going through the day today. But and that's going to be the one that is going to bring us the threat for some stronger storms on Saturday. To time everything out for you as we go throughout the day today, a few spotty showers here in the Charlotte area. You'll notice that system clears off to the east, staying north of our area, but we're tracking this front that will eventually start to approach tomorrow. Later this evening, we could start to see some showers ahead of it, but then as we head towards Saturday morning, most will start the day off dry, but then as we head towards midday on through the afternoon, this front will bring some heavy rain and possibly isolated storms that are on the stronger, maybe even severe side tomorrow afternoon. And then it will clear out by tomorrow evening. In the next half hour, I'll break down the storm threats for tomorrow, but you can stay on top of it, 90s, and then we swing right back up into the mid-90s for next week, well above average, and we just don't see much relief in sight over the next several days. As we go through your pinpoint, upper 70s in the high country, going through the rest of the day. If you're going to be out on the water, we're looking at highs close to 94 degrees, but it will feel closer to the triple digits when you factor in that heat index. So you almost need some of those downpours to help cool you off. If you're heading to the night's game, because the humidity has been so dry across the area. However, now we're starting to see that heat and humidity building back in. That touched off a few showers today. They just didn't make it into the Charlotte area. A few along the also across the high country. Temperatures not so bad. We're in the mid-80s right now, mid-70s in the high country. Going through the rest of the afternoon, near 87 degrees today. So not as hot as it has been, but right where we should be this time of year. If you are heading into South End tonight for Food Truck Friday, we are going to see mostly, and then one batch of rain just starting to push into Boiling Springs. Again, not a lot of rain with that, and that is moving off to the north and east and winding down as well. As we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, Futurecast brings a few showers mainly west of our area. I think we'll see more of a clearing by 4 or 5 o'clock, so partly cloudy skies through the rest of the afternoon, and then we'll stay dry through the evening hours, tracking downpours still out to the west, but those won't arrive in the Charlotte area until later. Morning, starting the day off with mostly cloudy skies. As we head towards the lunchtime hour, we could start to see some of these isolated showers starting to fire up, and then later in the day, that's when we're tracking a cold front that will arrive. This will slide on through later in the day, and that will bring us another round of some showers. The overall severe weather threat is low for tomorrow, but just watch the skies. As the kids are going back to school, they might need the rain gear just in case. It will be hot, low 90s, muggy as well. And for the kids across Iredell, Rowan, and Cabarrus County going back to school tomorrow, keep that rain gear handy. We do have the chance for a few showers in the afternoon. Once this cold front passes through, though, we take a big drop in the temperatures, mid-80s through the rest. Changes on the way. We have a front that's going to approach closer to 4, maybe even 5 o'clock. That's when that front will be knocking on our door here in Charlotte, and that will bring us the threat for some spotty showers, possibly even some heavier downpours all the way. We are in the peak of hurricane season, so we will continue to watch the tropics over the next couple of weeks. As we go through your pinpoint regional forecast, maybe a few showers today in the mountains, but most will stay dry. 75. We are in the mid to upper upper 50s right now. Charlotte, one of the warmer spots in the low 60s. As we go throughout the day today, it's going to be another fantastic day, though. The dry weather will stick around. We'll see some more of those high clouds streaming in. As you're heading out early this morning, not a bad start. Good morning for a walk or a run. By 7 o'clock, we'll be in the low 60s. Then heading towards 9 o'clock, upper 60s. I'll pinpoint when we could see our next chance for rain building back in. That's all coming up ahead. And that is all along a front that will eventually be moving through our area. So as we go through the afternoon today, we will start to see more of these showers blossoming closer to around 5, 6 o'clock. They will be very unorganized. We'll still see more areas in the upper 40s. So as you're heading out the door, you might need a light sweater. You won't need it later today, though. You can track your hour-by-hour forecast on our WSOC-TV weather app by 9 o'clock, mid-50s. And as we head towards lunchtime, low 70s. You're heading out the door. It's a little bit warmer than it was this time yesterday. Most neighborhoods in the mid to upper 50s right now. And as you are heading out the door, you might encounter some patchy fog, especially in some of the low-lying areas. But going through the day today, it is going to be another warm day with highs getting into the lower 80s, partly cloudy skies. We stay dry yet again today. Keep in mind, I am watching as that drought monitor will be updated at 8:30 this morning, and we already have the next threat for rain on the way. I'll show you when it arrives coming up. Sunshine, upper 40s to low 50s. Grab the layers out. You'll need them, especially if you're going to be out early this morning or later this evening. 62 in Taylorsville, 63 in Statesville. A great day, a whole lot as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Highs really getting into the mid to low 60s. By 9 o'clock, possibly a little bit of some patchy fog, and then as we head towards lunchtime, low 60s, off and on showers throughout the day. We won't have to worry about that storm threat, but it's not exactly going to be the nicest day for outdoor plans. If you do have plans outside, just download our WSOC-TV weather app so you can track the rain as well. Sunday into Monday, and this will continue overnight Monday into early Tuesday. If you haven't already, download our WSOC-TV weather app so you can track that rain too. Using our threat tracker, our main concerns right now will be stuck under rainfall, and I know Liz was just asking, are we caught up? Still under half an inch of rain. That's what we need to catch up to be where we should be this time of year for rainfall, but we've had 13 inches of rain since September. The severe drought long gone, and we are going to stay under this unsettled weather pattern for a couple more days, and that's going to leave us with the clouds and more opportunities for some rain. Right now, though, warmer. We're in the mid to upper 60s. The high country starting to get that taste of the cooler air, upper 40s. If you have plans this evening, you might want the rain gear just in case. The showers are clearing out, but we might be stuck underneath that drizzle, a little bit of that mist. Temperatures will be falling into the upper 50s by 10 o'clock. Now, as we head towards early tomorrow morning, starting the day off in the low 50s, here's the thing. We're not going to warm up a whole lot as we go throughout tomorrow afternoon. So we'll be in the mid to upper 50s by 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's going to get even colder by Monday. We might struggle to reach the low 50s as we head throughout the afternoon on Monday. Real deep cold won't get here for another day or so. It's all part of this system that already brought snow across the Great Lakes, parts of the Midwest, and we are going to see that front pushing through the Carolinas as we go through tonight. We did have some showers earlier in Charlotte. Those have already pushed off to the east, but that front approaching the North Carolina high country, and that is going to bring some the afternoon and evening. If you haven't already, it's a good time to download our WSOC-TV weather app. You can use the interactive radar and also make sure you're signed up for the severe weather alerts. Using our threat tracker for this evening, the main concerns will be isolated storms containing heavy rainfall as well as hail and damaging winds. A low tornado threat for today, but still be prepared for quickly changing weather conditions. Here's a look at the temperatures. It's warm and muggy already. 74 degrees here in Charlotte, 75 in Rockingham and Chesterfield, and upper 50s to low 60s in the mountains. Feeling very muggy, and that's going to be the trend through the afternoon. We'll see highs in Charlotte closer to around 77 degrees, close to the 80s off to the south, and the mountains will see highs in the mid-60s. Later tonight, this is when we will see the biggest potential for some of those storms that do pack a punch. So by as that real cold blast of air moves in, to time it all out for you on Futurecast, waking up to cloudy skies. Can't rule out a sprinkle here in Charlotte. If you're out and about this afternoon, maybe going for a walk or a run, it will stay cooler. By 9 o'clock, mid-40s. As we head towards midday, 47 degrees, keeping the clouds around throughout the afternoon. Can't rule out a few sprinkles. Really not going to add up to a whole lot. And highs for today, barely reaching 50 degrees here in Charlotte. We should be around 64 degrees this time of year. Your neighborhood forecast for Boone, we will stay cooler and cloudy with a threat for some showers mixing in with snow, upper 30s going through the day. Night into Tuesday as that develops into a weak tropical system. And then still watching this area of low pressure just north of Cuba. And as of right now, the forecast path takes this off to the northwest. As it enters the very warm ocean waters of the Gulf of Mexico, that's when it is expected to strengthen into a tropical system. But watch these spaghetti models. They're just all over the place. It's really hard to gauge